You know, when my wife and I first, we moved in together before we were married, and it was kind of, sudden, and I didn't know how to cook. She didn't know it. Neither of us knew how to cook. We were opening Chef Boyardee cans, and all that kind of stuff, and we all know that, that stuff's fine, and it's not very good for you if you eat it all the time. Just to make a short story long, to make a long story short, I watched cooking shows since I was a kid. But there was one particular cooking show that I really liked that it was on during the 90s. Most Americans and a lot of people won't know it because it was a Canadian cooking show, but it was called The Urban Peasant, and by a man by the name of James Barber was the cook. And urban peasant. Well, peasant cooking is simple cooking, but urban means everyday, like busy life, city living kind of thing, right? So, kind of a mixture of simple but still good meals.
Right.
And that's where I learned how to cook for the most part. And his shows are no longer on. He's passed away. And I love to cook. I love to teach. So, if I find something that's really simple. See, the thing is, if you want to teach somebody how to do something, you can't throw it all at them at once. You've got to start them off simple. Right. Teach someone how to drive. First, how to adjust the seat, how to adjust the mirror, how to check the doors, tires, how to start the car, how to, so it's not like, okay, you're going to learn how to drive. There, get in and go around that track at 150 miles an hour. Right. You can't do that with people. If you want to get somebody into a hobby, you have to, keep baby steps. And then, you know what I mean? It's the same with everything. And then they get confident and they become better at what they do because they've got the groundwork, they've got the foundation, underneath them to support what they're about to get themselves into. Right. It's very important.
You also got, we mentioned in the beginning of the show that you started out in the music industry at a pretty young age, and you did do some professional singing, and you uploaded a lot of your videos of your songs onto your YouTube channel, CraigTube, and some recent things that you've done as well. Can you talk a little bit about that?
About what I've done, or about the videos that I've uploaded?
Well, about what you've done in your musical history that's brought into your channel.
Okay, well, yeah, sure. I mean, I've been singing since I could walk. Loved to sing. I used to get into, remember you used to have those closets with the louvered doors, kind of the slats, where you could kind of see through them. I'd get into a closet and close the door, and I'd put my hands up to the slots, and I'd start singing, and I was a radio. I was 5 years old, and I'm a radio, and I was a DJ. I was like singing, whatever song was popular at the time, and then after the song was done, I'd be like, and that was Craig Farraway with, and I'd do the whole enunciation thing and all that. Drums and guitar and keyboards, because, I was a bit of a hermit when I was a kid.
Right.
Stayed in the house a lot. And because of the limited eyesight that I have, I wasn't out playing road hockey with. And that's not something we never mentioned, is that, I was born partially visually impaired. Mm-hmm. I can still see, but I can't drive a car, and there's a lot of things I can't do. So I spent a lot of time finding things to do inside the house, in the basement. And one of those things was learning how to play some instruments. And, you've got a lot of time in your hands. You can learn just about anything. So, anyways, again, moving right along, started writing songs when I was a teenager. I was, did, as was mentioned in the beginning of the program, I wrote a song for the Calgary 88 Olympics called Dream on the Horizon. That video is on YouTube. Yeah, one of the things that, when I started my YouTube channel, I thought, I'd like to get some of my music out there. I never made a career out of it. I had opportunities to pursue a career, and I sort of got cold feet because I'm not really... I mean, come on, these people travel. They travel, they go all over the place, they do interviews, they sleep in hotels, they ride buses, and that's not me. That's not my style. And I knew and I realized early on that, holy shit, I am not the kind of person who can live that kind of lifestyle. And so maybe I gave up a large amount of money if it had taken off, but I also would have given up a large amount of security and happiness and possibly family, kids, but along the way, still created, music. And when I created the channel on YouTube, when I created CraigTube, it was a way for me to go, well, I got a couple music videos I wouldn't mind putting out there and see what people think. That was the initial purpose of it. To tell you the truth, I mean, as I mentioned before, it wasn't to create a home brewing channel, but things go the way they go. And I'm more than willing to follow what the viewers want me to do, and I try to please. I try to do what they want as best I can anyway. So I hope that answers your question. I don't know if that does, but...
No, it's just I noticed on your channel that you had a lot of different things, not just the brewing, but you also had a series of videos on cooking, and you had a series of videos on your music, what you've uploaded of your music, your original music. We played last week. We played on the end of that interview we did with Chris Rutowski.
Losing My Head Over You.
Yeah, we played "Losing My Head Over You." I'm just going to give out. We're coming to the end of our time right now, but what I would like to do is I would like you to give out your website and any information, your contact information, so people can get a hold of you.
Sure. Well, CraigTube is spelled CraigTube, and you would only have to search Google for that, and you'll find it. I do have a website, a little bit sparse right now, but you can download my music. My music is sort of dated; it's a little bit retro, but it's there at CraigFarraway.com. That's CraigFarraway.com, and you got links on your site to it too.
Yes, we have links on the upcoming guests, and tomorrow it'll be in the past guests section where your audio will also be. And I encourage people to sign up to BBS Radio for the archives there as well, because they have 10,000 hours of interviews with over 50 hosts, not just me and Tom and Spectrum Radio. They have so I would encourage people to sign up for there. What we'll probably do is it seems, because I've seen quite a bit of your channel and it does have so much to offer, we're probably going to have you back, because I still have questions that I have to ask. And
I put a lot of different content. I put a lot of different content on my channel because I want to make sure that home brewers are going to come over, musicians are going to come over. Like, I tried to create a lot of open doors to my channel. Somebody might come over looking for how to make chicken or something, and they might, he plays the drums, or he makes beer or whatever. So yeah, it's a good way of attracting more traffic to a channel by doing different things. And I love doing lots of different things. I'm a busy guy. So okay, so we're definitely going to have to do that. And guys, check out Craig's YouTube channel. It's got lots of stuff. We are definitely going to have to end here. We're a little bit over our time, so we'll finish the night out with a song from Craig Farraway called "Devil in Your Eyes." Thanks for joining us, Craig. Thank you for having listening. Me. And see you next time. See you next time.
Never thought that